students, welcome back. So in this video we are going to discuss the remaining operations on linked list. Okay, so welcome back. So we can start. So first we will discuss what are the topic that we are going to discuss in this video. In this video we are going to discuss a new topic called insertion of linked list, or how we are inserting a new element into a linked list. So with the help of node and also with the help of algorithm, I am going to explain this, how we are executing linked list insertion. Okay, then, so we already know linked list is a collection of nodes. Okay, it contains one or more nodes, or it is a collection of nodes. So in linked list or node creation, we already studied the algorithm for node creation, how we are creating nodes. So once you created the node, next one we can insert into the linked list. So normally in array insertion, we are inserting elements. Okay, not at any position, we are inserting as a sequence format, one by one. Then already we discussed one data structure called stack. In stack, insertion and deletion takes place at one end, that end called top. Okay, insertion and deletion takes place at one end, that is called top. Okay, in top we are inserting elements, and also from top also we are deleting elements. So the insertion and deletion takes place at one end. Okay, then so in linked list we can insert elements at three different positions. We can insert at the beginning, and we can insert at the end, and third one we can insert at the middle position. Okay, so these are the three positions that we can insert nodes. Okay, so that we are going to discuss how we are inserting an element into a linked list. Okay, so I am going to draw a linked list with three nodes. Okay, I am going to draw a linked list with three nodes. Okay, three nodes I am going to create. Then every node contains two sections, data part and pointer part. So 25, 38, 37. Then the starting node's address will be available at start. So let us assume the memory address of first node is 2000. Memory address of second node is 2020, and memory address of third node is 2040. And hence this is the last node, so it will point to null. Okay, so this is a linked list, or that linked list contains three nodes, or it is a linked list that contains three nodes. So I am going to insert a new element into this linked list. So that is our topic indicate how we are inserting a node into a linked list. So I am going to insert a new node into the linked list. For inserting a new node, first step is you want to create that node first. Okay, for inserting a node, first you want to create that node first. For the creation of node, that we already studied how we are creating a node. So I am going to create a node. Let us assume this node I am going to create. Okay, after 38 I am going to insert a element. Okay, I am after 38, or I am going to insert a node as third element between 38 and 47. So here it is 42. Then I am going to store its memory address in a variable called temp. Okay, which variable I am using? Temp. So let us assume its memory address is 2050. Okay, what is its memory address? 2050. Okay, 2050. So memory address is, so this is a variable called temp, and its memory address is 2050, and it is pointing to the variable. So in this section we have one node, or we have one linked list. That linked list contains three different nodes, 25, 38 and 47. Then also contains a new node. What is that new node value? 42. So memory address is available in temp, and I am going to insert this node as third element between 38 Okay, between 38 and 47. So in linked list insertion, the first algorithm is create a new node and store its address in temp. That is our first step. Okay, create a new node and store its address in temp. So we already know the variable temp. In that temp variable, the memory address, that means which node we are going to insert, that node's address will be available in temp. Okay, clear? So that is 42 and its memory address is available in temp. Next one, we are going to insert this new node between 38 and 47. Between 38 and 47. If we are inserting a node between two nodes, definitely you want to break this connection. Okay, there is one connection from 38 to 47. That connection you want to break. Okay, only that procedure we are performing in insertion algorithm. So for performing insertion algorithm, we need two more variables. First variable is pre-node and second variable is post-node. Okay, so two variables we require. First one is pre-node and second one is post-node. So these two variables are must. The next one, what does mean by pre-node? Pre-node means position minus 1. Then post-node means position plus 1. Okay, for example, if we are inserting node at position 3. Okay, if we are inserting a node at position 3, pre-node indicate 3 minus 1. So what will be the pre-node value? 38. Then what about the post-node value? Position plus 1. 3 plus 1, 4. So in between 2 and 3, we are inserting an element. Okay, we are inserting that element. So let us assume here we are inserting element at position POS minus 1 and POS plus 1. So these two elements are must for insertion. Okay, so we will start with our algorithm or how we are executing this. So we already know the variable that we required. So which variable I am going to insert? 42. Its address will be available at a variable, temporary variable 2050. So temp is pointing to node. So this node we are going to insert. Okay, this node we are going to insert in this section. So first thing is you want to identify. Okay, I already mentioned we need two more variables, pre-node and post-node. So in this linked list, our first step is you want to find out the pre-node and post-node. Okay, so here I am going to insert the element. To which location I am going to insert? As the third node. First, second and third node. So first one is I want to find out the pre-node. What will be the pre-node? This 38 will be act as pre-node. Then element after that, this will be treated as post-node. Okay, so we identified the locations of pre-node and post-node. What is our pre-node contains? What is the element that present in pre-node? Pre-node pointing to the second location and post-node, pre-node and post-node we already identified. Position minus 1 and position plus 1 immediately after the next. That means position minus 1 and position. These are the two nodes, pre-node and post-node. So here it is, pre-node is 38 and post-node is 47. So in between these two nodes I am going to insert the element 42. Okay, so what we are going to do as the third step in insertion. So here 2040, what does this 2040 indicate? Memory address of 47. So this connection you want to break. Okay, this connection because now second node is pointing to 47 because 2040 is the memory address of 47. That is available in the second node. So instead of 2040, which value you want to copy? 2050. Okay, which element or which value you want to copy? Because if we write 2040, then it will point to the value 47. Okay, suppose you want to point to the value 42. Instead of 2040, which value you want to copy? 50. So what is the first step? Copy copy the memory address of temp into link part of pre-node. Okay, what we are copying? Copy the memory address of temp. Copy the memory address. Copy the memory address of temp into pre-node. Okay, what is that? Is our first step. Copy the pointer part or memory address of temp into link part of pre-node. Okay, that is our first activity. So instead of 2040, I am going to write 2050. If I write 2050, automatically this connection will break. Okay, automatically this connection will break and automatically it will points to temp. Automatically it will points to temp. Then, so now is there any connection between temp and post node? No. Now it is, that means we already broken that linked list into two sections. So first step is copy the memory address of temp into link part of pre-node. So now this temp want to point to post node. Okay, now is there any connection to post node is available? 47. There is no connection with 47. You don't want to delete any node from this linked list because here we are performing insertion. So definitely 42 want to point to which node? Post node. Okay, so that is our next step. So how we will connect 42 with 47? Now, is there any value present at 42's pointer part or link part? Is there any value present? No, automatically it is not because no other nodes are connected. So you want to copy the memory address of post node. What is the memory address of post node? 2040. Memory address of post node into temp. Automatically this temp will points to post node. So all these linked lists are interconnected. So we can draw a linked list like this. First one is start. First one is start. Its memory address is 2000. Then it is pointing to the node 25. Then its memory address is 2020. 2020 represent the memory address or the node 38. So 202038. Then what is its memory address? 2050. Value present at 2050. What is it? 42. Then automatically it will points to this section. And what about the memory address of third node? 2040. Then it will points to the next node. What is our next node? 47. 47 is memory address or link part. Null. Okay, like this we can create a node. Okay, we can create a node and also we can insert a node between two nodes. Okay, so we will discuss the algorithm for linked list insertion. Okay, algorithm for linked list insertion. It is very small algorithm. Actually, it explains the steps that involves in insertion of algorithm. So we will discuss the algorithm for insertion, linked list insertion. First step in linked list algorithm is create a node and store its address in temp. Okay, so we created one node and after that we stored the address in temp. Then store the data and linked one. Okay, first two steps indicate the creation of linked list. After that, obtain the address of the nodes at position and POS. Okay, 38 and 47. Here 38 is the pre-node and 47 is post-node. Pre-node means position minus 1 and post-node is position. Okay, if we are inserting at the third location, then position will be third. Okay, then copy the content of temp. Okay, what we are executing first? Copy the content of temp into the link part of pre-node. Okay, copy the content of temp into the link part of pre-node. After that, copy the content of post-node. Copy the content of post-node into the address part of pre-node. Okay, copy the content of post node into the link part of new node. Link part of new node means the value pointing to temp. Okay, so these are the steps involved in algorithm of linked list. Okay, basically two steps we are performing. Copy. First step is copy the content of temp. Okay, whatever value present in the temp that we are copying into pre-node. After that, the value present at post node is copied. That means the value present at post node. Post node is point. What is the memory address of post node? 2040. That we are copying into temp. Okay, so these are the different steps involved in linked list insertion. Okay, hope you understood the concept. Instead of algorithm, illustration is very important in linked list. Definitely you want to draw for your examination. Sometimes the illustration will come. Illustrate with an example. Explain the concept of linked list insertion with the help of example. With the help of examples means you don't want to write the algorithm, you want to draw the steps. Neat figure, pointer part and null part, what is happening when we are inserting a new node into the existing linked list. All that steps you want to draw. Okay, so we will discuss the points that we learned from this video. Okay, what we learned from this video? We studied about how we are inserting a new node into a linked list. So we can insert linked list in 3 different locations: beginning, middle and also end. But in this example, we are going to discuss how we are inserting a node at the middle and what is the speciality of pre-node and post-node. With the help of algorithm, I already explained the illustration and also the working of linked list insertion. Okay, so these points we learned from this video. Then I am going to give 2 questions as homework that definitely you want to write. First question is explain the insertion of linked list with the help of an example. That means you want to draw the illustration steps, how it is executing or how nodes are interchanging. Everything you want to draw in your notebook. Definitely you want to draw. Please draw neatly. Then second step, write an algorithm to insert a new node into a linked list. That algorithm also you want to write in your notebook. These 2 questions answer definitely you want to write in your notebook. Hope you understood the concept of linked list insertion. How we are inserting a new node into a linked list at the middle. Then also significance of pre-node and post-node, or what are the changes taking place when we are inserting a new node into a linked list. Okay, hope you understood the concept. The remaining things we will discuss in the next video. Okay then, thank you.